Got a little confession to make here. So this little knife, it's known as the Little Bonanza on my website. It's only about 5 inches long, 2.5 inch handle, 2.5 inch blade. Goes in a little cross draw sheath, like so. I've made and sold hundreds of them, but I personally have never carried one. I've got an 8-inch knife, hunting knife, clip point, that works great for me. I enjoy using it, but I want to go out and do a field testing video with this little knife. So I'm about to hike up this mountain right here and see if I can find a grouse or a rabbit to use this knife on. On my way, got my shotgun for the flyers, got my 357 for the sitters. Might wonder why I use a 357 or 357 with 38 ammo for a grouse, and that's because I want to keep in practice. If I can hit a grouse with my pistol, then I can hit a deer or an elk with it. And I have killed both a deer and an elk with that pistol, and I hope to kill another deer with it this fall. We'll see what happens. Okay, I haven't gone very far. Already getting a little steep and a little out of breath, and I'm noticing that this little knife handle sticking up is poking me in the gut. I'm not really a fan of that. So, in that position, I'm going to move it over a little bit so it's more on my side. Hopefully that won't poke me as much. I don't have that problem with my other knife because it sits a little lower, rides a little lower. But anyway, testing this one out today. So, I have a patient bird waiting right here for me. See if I can shoot it one-handed. Oh my goodness, you idiot. Time for the shotgun. Just a moment. Okay, so I'm glad I had the shotgun because I got my bird one shot with it. It worked great. I think I may have wounded it first with that second revolver shot. I'm going to blame my miss on being out of breath coming up the hill and being on camera. Anyway, I got my bird, so cool. I didn't expect to find one here down so low. I'm still planning on going up on top of the mountain, so I'm going to pack up my stuff and keep going. And I will butcher this later on camera. So I'm about halfway up the mountain, just getting into the real pretty part. And I just swapped my knife to be more on my back, so that when I'm bending over, going uphill, it's not poking me right here. So anyway, I'm going to see if my backpack rubs on it or anything and report back. Big old pile of bear scat. I'm about 3/4 up. Almost there. I can see my truck parked way down there, just above the quaky trees here. This knife testing stuff can be a lot of work, but it's one of the best parts of the job. Made it to the top, and having the knife right here is definitely way better than having it right here, because bending over, sitting in a truck seat or something, I imagine, at least hiking uphill, being bent over, that thing was poking me right here. But here, it's been great. My backpack hasn't hit it or anything. I like it that way so far. Found a lot of slow elk up here today. No fast ones yet. Right down there. And I'm going to try and get close enough to shoot it. something. Okay, I ended up getting a couple more birds. The sun's gone down and it's getting a little dark, so I'm going to get these taken care of right now. My other bird is still stashed under a bush down the mountain, but it's going to be a little while before I get to it. So, birds are pretty easy to take care of. You grab the skin and pull it, and it tears really easy. You can open them up like that. I like to just try and peel the skin off the whole bird. Of course, the feathers like to stick to everything. I'll just use my fingers to snap the wing bones and the leg bones. Use my little knife to cut that free. Same thing with the other wing. Snap that bone, slice through. Pull that bunch of feathers and wings off. Tail. Snap, slice, repeat. Then I'll just kind of pinch that. There's some more grouse right there. Going to roost somewhere. Pinch that skin and pull it out. I can get the guts to come out. Sometimes I'll keep the heart and the liver. This time I'm not going to. And there you have it. Little bitty knife, little bitty job, did just fine. Made it back to the truck, and I found my other bird, and I got my field testing done. This little knife worked pretty good for what I used it for. I didn't use it for any serious whittling or anything. You saw everything that I did with it. It's a lot nicer to have back here than to have up here where it was poking me. The backpack did not hit it back here. It was just fine. It's quick and easy to grab, although you do have to kind of make sure that you're putting it back in the right spot. So it worked good for what I used it for, and I'll see you next time.